So yeah, let's get into the Star Wars movie news and shows announced. Mandalorian Grogu. I know about that one, but I don't know about anything else.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Akeem here, and in today's Fix of Entertainment news, we've got a look ahead at the next wave of Star Wars movies and shows rolling out in the next couple of years, including the latest on the Mandalorian and Ryan Gosling's Star Wars project.
Ryan Gosling, Star Wars, Ryan Gosling? Huh. Okay. Okay. I would love for him to play a villain too. Like that would be pretty cool, but I'm guessing he's gonna be a good guy. He's got good guy face.
Let's drop it. Presented by Universal Studios Hollywood and its new after-hours event,
blah
Universal
blah
Fan
blah
Fest
blah
Nights.
blah.
Star Wars Celebration is currently taking place in Japan, and a ton of news and announcements have been trickling out about what's next for the galaxy far, far away. And if you're nostalgic for the days of Star Wars being on the big screen rather than just Disney Plus, well, you're in luck because a couple of new film feature projects are on the way. And we've known that Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy was attached to a Star Wars movie for some time, and yesterday we learned what it is. Officially titled Star Wars Starfighter, it's a standalone adventure that'll take place 5 years after the rise of Skywalker, a time period that hasn't yet been explored. Now, it'll
Hey, so Star Wars Starfighter? And it takes place 5 years after the end of the newest trilogy. Interesting. And it's directed by the same guy who did Deadpool and Wolverine. So like, is it gonna have a comedic vibe to it? I don't know. Or is it gonna be? I don't know. And I mean, I do this a lot of times. Like you look at directors and you take the things that they have talked about or the movies that they've directed previously, and then you just extrapolate that to that's the only thing that they can do. And I'm sure that's not the case. And I'm sure that this is going to have a completely different vibe. But seeing what he did in Deadpool and Wolverine, he did a great job with that. I would guess this movie would be a little bit more serious than that one. So yeah, I give it a shot. At the very least, I think that it's going to be a good popcorn flick because the movies that he's put out previously, especially the Deadpool movies, have been good popcorn flicks. And I think that Star Wars is a little bit more than that. Star Wars needs to be a little bit more than that. So I'm hoping that he's going to be able to up the drama and the seriousness a little bit too.
attached to a Star Wars movie for some time, and yesterday we learned what it is. Officially titled Star Wars Starfighter, it's a standalone adventure that'll take place 5 years after the rise of Skywalker, a time period that hasn't yet.
So 5 years after the rise of Skywalker. I don't know. A lot of people are nervous that Rey is going to be in this movie and stuff too. I think that if we know Kathleen Kennedy, we know that that she is going to force us to have some Rey in this movie. So yeah, it's likely. I don't think that Rey is a bad character. I really don't. I just feel like she was misused a bit, and sort of put out there. Not I don't want to say exploited, but just sort of put out there at a time when they were really trying to push a different agenda through Disney, Star Wars, Lucas Arts. So yeah, but I think that she's a good character. We know all of her backstory now, and I hope that we get, if we do have to have her in this movie, I hope that we get a different version of her that we haven't really seen before.
Yet been explored. Now, it'll allegedly feature a whole new cast of characters and will star Ryan Gosling, something that has been rumored for quite some time on.
Yeah, now Ryan Gosling appearing in this. A lot of people had rumored Ryan Gosling was going to be in a Marvel movie at some point in time really soon. A lot of people had speculated that he was going to be Richard Rider, aka Nova. But that has not come to place at this point. But obviously he is part of the Disney family and is going to be appearing in this movie. I like Ryan Gosling. I feel like he's a good dude. It's always cool when you watch actors and you seem to at least get a feel for the type of person they are. And he seems like a genuinely pretty good person. So I'm excited to see this. I think that he has the necessary acting chops to carry a movie, obviously. and he also can be sort of softer, has that comedic element and stuff too. So I can't wait to see him be able to pull that off, or if he's able to pull that off. I can't talk.
Online. And we don't really have any other details to go on besides that, but it's got potential to give the franchise a bit of a new life since it seemingly isn't tangled up in Skywalker family drama or filling in the blanks between existing movies.
Skywalker family drama. Yes, I think we need to move on from the Skywalker family. I think that they have served their purpose more than enough, but there are so many other stories that you can tell in the Star Wars universe. And if we can start telling these other stories, maybe you'll be able to reinvigorate the fan base and pull back all those people that you have lost over the years, because the Star Wars IP has definitely been diminished over the last 10 to 15 years.
And that's slated for a theatrical release on May 28th, 2027. Now, fingers crossed, it'll actually come out, unlike so many previously announced projects. And if you prefer Star Wars movies that are full of familiar faces or just want something to keep you busy until then, well, there's good news for you as well. The Mandalorian and Grogu will hit theaters May 22nd of next year. Now, anyone.
So yeah, you got The Mandalorian and Grogu. I think that this potentially could be good. Let's just put it like that. It could potentially be good. The only thing that makes me nervous about it is that I've heard that they have used, or they're going to use, the lowest amount of budget for special effects that they've ever used on any of their movies thus far. So I know that they have this very technologically advanced soundstage called the Volume. It's like basically a super high definition screen that goes all the way around the set, and they can use that for the backgrounds. A lot of the Mandalorian series has been shot using that. And then they also fill in the actual set with the people with more like physical and actual props. And I think it's a good blend. If that's able to save them money, cool. But I hope they don't skimp on the CGI that's going to be necessary for something like this. Like, you have two characters who aren't very strong Force users at this point in time. So like Grogu, he has the Force. He hasn't been trained enough. So the most that he can really do is like levitate stuff and move things around. I don't think he's going to have a lightsaber or anything like that in this movie. So you might be able to save on the special effects as far as that's concerned. My biggest concern about this is the story that they're going to tell. We have a show that does a good job at telling stories. Jon Favreau has done an excellent job with the Mandalorian show. So I'm hoping that whatever they bring in this is going to be an extension of that, but also expanded upon, because I don't want to just see something that could have been 3 episodes of the show that they're going to put together and then just call it a movie, because that comes across as a super like cash grab. Disney, Star Wars should not be looking for cash grabs at this point. I know it's been rough for them for a little while, but they shouldn't be looking for cash grabs. I feel like this, if they can tell a good story, something that we can't just see on the show, that's going to be the biggest point. If they can do that, cool. If it's just an extended version of the show, I'm out.
Skeptical that this film will actually come out will be happy to hear that production seems well underway, and it's still too early for
coming out next year. Wow.
Director Jon Favreau screened some footage exclusively for Star Wars Celebration attendees that featured Mando and Grogu kicking some ass and making stuff levitate. This is pretty cool. Plus a glimpse of Sigourney Weaver's mystery character, as well as a Hutt.
Yeah, kind of cool that Sigourney Weaver is going to be in this. I think that she's a great actress. Of course, she usually plays pretty tough characters too. So I'd be totally down for a villain Sigourney Weaver in this movie. I really hope that that's the case. I don't really want to see the softer side. If we can get a villainous version of her, like almost like a villain Ripley from the Alien series, I think that would be really awesome to see.
Presumably the one being played by the Bears' Jeremy Allen White. All right.
Oh, I didn't know that Jeremy Allen White was in this movie too. So, okay. There's your villain. I take it back then. Sigourney Weaver is just going to be a supporting character. Jeremy Allen White is going to be your villain, going against going against the Mandalorian and Grogu. So yeah, that could be cool. It could be cool. That could be cool. I just need to see the concept. I need to understand what the story is going to be about before I start saying if I'm going to go see it in theaters. And I know in the past, like when I was younger, it didn't matter if Star Wars was going to have Darth Maul just going spinning in circles. I was going to be there, but I'm not that blind now. So I need to, they're going to have to show me something. They've let me down a little bit over the last few years. They're going to have to show me something.
Also, in a galaxy far, far away, there's plenty more Star Wars coming to the small screen as well. During the Mandalorian and Grogu panel, Dave Filoni announced that Ahsoka Season 2 would start shooting as soon as he got off the plane.
I liked Ahsoka Season 1. I thought that it was solid. I thought that it told the storytelling in it was done very well. I think that they moved a little fast with some of the story beats, especially if you watch Rebels. So I'm hoping that they take a little bit more of their time this go around. It would be nice if they got more episodes as well. I kind of get turned off when these shows are just like just like 6 episodes long. Like, I don't think that's enough time to tell a solid story. I think you need at least 8. So I'm hoping that we get at least 8 episodes of this show.
Plane back from Celebration. Now, this isn't a huge surprise, but something a little more exciting is the announcement of a whole new animated series.
More Thrawn, please. That's all I got to say about that.
Maul Shadow Lord. He's a Shadow Lord, baby. Now, this series will take place after Clone Wars and will follow.
Okay. Now, I'd heard that there was going to be a Darth Maul series coming out as well. Super hyped about that. Darth Maul was very underutilized in the prequel series. We know that from the books and also from the previous animated series that he is a much larger character and menace, so to speak, than what we've been shown. I don't like that it's an animated series. I did not know that part of it. I thought that it was going to be like a live action series. So kind of disappointed in that. But if it's a solid animated series, I guess I'll be on board for that too. But yeah, I really wanted to see more live action Darth Maul.
Follow Darth Maul's journey. Now, Sam Witwer will be reprising his role, and the series will be centered around Maul growing his criminal syndicate. Now, Maul's Shadow Lord is coming.
Yeah, like it. See that, man. Now, okay, now that's a movie that I would be more excited about if it was live action, as opposed to Mando and Grogu, and that stuff. Like, that doesn't really do it for me. But give me a Darth Maul movie where he is like a mafia boss and he's running things that way, sort of like what we saw in the Solo movie. Not like that though, but yeah, based around Darth Maul. Like, whatever this animated series is, give me a live action version of it. I think that would be so cool. I think that's bottom line. That's where I'm at. That's where my hang up is at, is that it's an animated series. And I know you can still tell really good and cool stories with animated movies, but like, yeah, this one, I just wanted it to be live action, man.
Coming to Disney Plus in 2026, and there's no word on when Ahsoka Season 2 is set to premiere, but next year seems to be a safe bet for us all. The celebration is going on strong all weekend, and there's plenty more news trickling out, so keep it locked right here on IGN for more updates.
All right, so there you have it. A few of the leaks that we've gotten from Star Wars Celebration 2025, which is taking place in Japan. Please, if you enjoyed that content, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment below, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time we go live in 2025. I cover tons of stuff as far as Marvel is concerned, Disney is concerned, Star Wars is concerned, like everything, movies, TV, all that good stuff can be found on Watch Stuff with us. So hit that like button and that subscribe button. It's the way that you can support this channel more than anything at this point, because I'm not monetized and I don't have 500 subs, because we really need that to get monetized and all that good stuff. So yeah, I really appreciate you for checking out this channel and this video, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.